Sup guys, Christos here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 6 side hustles that I currently do right now, and when you combine them, they make me around an average of £227 every single day. Now, I'm not saying that these side hustles will make you millions of pounds, but one thing I can promise you is that anyone can start any of these side hustles that I'm about to talk about, and I feel like I am a living testament of that. So, having said all that, if you do like this kind of video, then make sure that you are subscribed to this channel down below, and yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so kicking things off, and the first side hustle that anyone can do is going to be freelancing. If you haven't heard of this before, this is simply where you can develop a skill in a certain area and then from there, offer that skill or service to somebody in exchange for a fee. In my own case, I currently design basic websites for small businesses, as that's a skill I built up in a previous job of mine. I have also taken on small filming projects, and one thing that I've been asked to do recently is actually some graphic design for various people's YouTube channels. These are all 3 different skills that I have been able to learn over the past couple of years, and now I've been able to turn those skills into a form of income. However, you may be sitting there thinking, well, I haven't got a skill. Well, if that's you sitting there and watching this and thinking the same thing, then I have one simple solution for you. Learn one. And the best way that you can do this is actually by taking a short course on a website like Skillshare or Udemy to learn something that you can get started with almost instantly. For example, the way that I learned a chunk of my video skills was through a Skillshare class by Ali Abdul that took me through the entire Final Cut editing process. I was able to then apply this to my own YouTube channel, which then caught the eye of some other people that desired the same type of quality, which then opens up the opportunity for the freelance gig. By the way, if you were looking for a skill that you wanted to learn through Skillshare, because they have got thousands of different topics, then what I have is a link in my description down below that actually gets you 1 free month. So make sure you take full advantage of that. You could probably watch a course and learn a skill within a month, so make sure you take full advantage of that offer. The next side hustle is reselling, and I think with this one, nobody has any excuses. One thing that I have always said on this channel is that I personally believe that everyone has at least £1,000 worth of stuff that they don't need anymore that can be sold on for some extra cash. Whether that's old clothes that doesn't fit you anymore, unwanted Christmas and birthday presents, or maybe some antiques that are just collecting dust in your loft up there, either way, selling these types of things on a website like eBay is a great way to make you some extra cash. Next up, let's talk about one that you have probably already guessed already, and that is creating videos on YouTube. For me, this is by far the most fun, and whilst this isn't my best paying side hustle, it's by far the one with the most potential in the long run. When it comes down to how you can actually make money from YouTube, there are actually many different ways, but the main way is through something called the YouTube Partner Program. This is where YouTube will run paid ads at the start of your video, and when anybody watches those ads, YouTube will pay you a proportion of their profits. The best thing about YouTube is that you can make videos about pretty much any topic, and all you really need is a mobile phone to get started. For me, I happen to choose personal finance and the stock market, but if you wanted to make videos on computer games, or maybe you wanted to make videos on growing plants, this is completely possible too. One thing that I must mention with YouTube is that it will actually take you some time before you can actually start earning money, because the first thing that you need to do is reach 1,000 subscribers and have up to 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel. So having said that, make sure that number 1, filming videos is something that you enjoy, and then number 2, the topic is going to be something that you enjoy talking about as well. If you can manage to do that, then just like I said at the start, the potential of what money you can earn as a YouTuber is absolutely unbelievable. Let's take Meet Kevin for example, a fellow financial YouTuber who now earns up to $2 million from the YouTube Partner Program every single month. You also have Graham Stephan, who is in the similar niche, who has built a net worth of up to $10 million, and a lot of this is credited from his successes on YouTube. Now, I'll be real with you, not all of us are going to reach this level, but even if we could just get a small percentage of those figures, YouTube then becomes an extremely profitable side hustle. If you wanted to know the figures of a smaller YouTube channel like mine, for example, the typical AdSense revenue that I make every single month is around £300 to £500. However, there are some things that I do on top of this that actually helps me bump those numbers up, and this is what we're going to talk about next, which is my next side hustle, and that is affiliate marketing. And for those that that didn't know what this is, it's basically the process where I suggest a product or service to someone. From there, I would then provide them a link to potentially buy that product. And if they were to do that, the company I'm promoting would give me a small commission of that sale. One thing that I love about affiliate marketing and why I think it's so great is because if you are promoting products and services that you use and ones that you are passionate about, then you can share that value with someone else, but at the same time, get paid at no extra cost to them. Can you remember me recommending that Skillshare free trial to you at the start of this video? Well, that is in fact an affiliate link, which would be zero cost to you, but in return, I would still get a small payment from Skillshare just to say, hey, thanks for recommending us. Another great example of an affiliate link that anyone could start using today is one that I use a lot on this channel as well, and that is promoting the commission-free investing platform Freetrade. With this, what you can basically do is send a link to a friend, and if they were to sign up and deposit £1 onto the platform, you would both get a free share worth up to £200. From there, what they get is access to the free share program as well, and they can also earn more money by getting free shares by sending it to their friends and family, creating this kind of win-win scenario for everyone. That being said, if you did want to go and grab your free share with Freetrade, then you know what to do. Now, one thing that I am going to say is that if you were stuck on where to start finding affiliate links or finding out what products that you want to promote, then I highly suggest starting out by checking out the Amazon affiliates website, where once you have actually signed up, you can essentially create a unique link to any product on Amazon. And as we know, Amazon is the everything store, so you can promote pretty much anything and whatever you want. The only downside to this is that Amazon typically pays lower rates than any other affiliate websites, and what they have is basically stricter terms and conditions about who you can actually promote your affiliate products to. I think they don't let you promote them to your friends and family, and they find out this by obviously checking your last name and your address and things like that. Nonetheless, it's a really good place to start off for beginners, but there is a couple of terms and conditions that come with it. All right, so for my next side hustle, now very much like the freelancing one that I mentioned at the start, if you have a skill or a service that you can offer, you can monetize this once again in the form of coaching. This can be done in both online, in person, and in video in the form of a course, and is a great side hustle that once again, anyone can realistically start. One of the most common queries that I get around coaching is that people feel like they don't know enough about a certain topic to be able to coach people, but for me this is so far from the truth. The way that I look at things is that if you are one step ahead of the person that you are giving advice to, then you have value to give. The next thing that you're thinking, if this is something that is actually interesting you, is how do I actually get clients? And there are a couple of ways that you can do this. Number one, you could offer your services on a website like Fiverr if you wanted to. You could also host a course on a marketplace like Skillshare that we mentioned, or you could go with my recommended route, and that is building a personal brand. The reason why this one is my favorite is because you're going to want people to trust you for what they're learning, and seeing any kind of random guy saying that they can teach you things isn't all that convincing. So what I recommend doing is creating an Instagram or any kind of social media account. You could create a YouTube channel or a blog and start sharing free valuable tips that can help people. Start documenting your journey as well into the topic that you want to teach, and then from there people will start to gain your trust and be inspired by your story. But just in summary, coaching is such a great business and a really fun one as well that I absolutely love, because I'm able to meet new people on a daily basis. I get paid for it, and I get to see the rewards of them achieving things as well, and it will really give you quite a sense of achievement when obviously you see them progressing with their careers, but also at the same time it's a nice side earner as well. Next up, we have earning dividend payments from investments that you make into the stock market, and this one is going to be by far the most passive form of making money as a side hustle, but also the one where you actually need a little bit of money to get started. The process of this one is very simple. You simply invest into a company that pays a dividend. One thing to remember is that not every company pays a dividend, and the ones that do normally pay them every single quarter, and then from there, the more shares that you buy in that company, the more money you're going to earn from dividend payments. When you first start, the payments are typically going to be quite low, but over time, as you invest more money into the market, and actually start reinvesting the income from your dividends that you are getting paid, the amount will actually start compounding very quickly. In terms of the companies that you should invest into, well, that is going to be very much a personal choice for you. But one thing that I can definitely help you with is by directing you to my investing playlist on my channel that will actually take you through everything that you need to know for free. One thing that I'm also going to direct you towards is my brand new Discord group, which is aimed at investing. So we're going to be talking investing into the stock market, investing into things like cryptocurrencies, and investing into alternative investments like gold and silver, NFTs and collectible cards. And this is going to be a completely free Discord group, and the link for that is going to be in my description down below as well. But having said all that, they are the 6 side hustles that I do every single week, and when you combine them, they make me roughly a total of £5,000 every single month. So get yourself out there, get started with a side hustle. Subscribe to this channel if you like this type of content and you want to see more of it. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, do all of that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.